Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to try to update some of the stuff for you guys. I've been trying to get them uploaded, but yeah, not happening. Not with the internet connection. I just had everything crash out on me again. Live on here just to show you a little bit of stuff that I've been doing. So I'm just going to cut right to the chase before I lose the stream again. As you guys know, I've been working on a boom crane. Well, the designs are at Harbor Freight engine hoist, but using refurbished material, and actually this is my dad's little project that wasn't getting done until recently, so that's my idea. So I'll do something for Father's Day, why not? Pretty much well done, honestly. Welded up and everything. We're making a few changes. You can see that's before the weld, it's bolting everything on. Like I said, the mast is about 120 pounds. The boom, about 100, 25 for each leg brace. And about another. Altogether, it's about 175 in weight. 5 in weight, my bad. You can see the pre-stages of it. Everything bolted down before all the welding took place. After the welding, as you can see, we're installing a electric wedge for it, which I thought was kind of a good idea. It's designed for hydraulic jack as well, which we are installing. We're just working on our base plate right now. And that's actually the last piece we need to put on. Once the hydraulic jack's on, this thing is done. But it's been a fun build. Like I said, we're just reaming out the holes and brackets for this thing. It's all welded up. This actually turns, which I don't think my dad realized there's actually a design flaw here. The stabilizing bar has to be removed if you're going to turn it. But you can turn it, then fold it back down. I'll make some different designs on that. Remove the plate that's on the car trailer up on the property. That's actually where the mast originally set it. It's set on the back of our car hauler. And we'll just bring the base plate and just use the same holes and secure it to holes. That way it can be free pivot and you don't actually have to use your bolts. It's a quick, easy exchange. But we wanted it set up so we can go back and forth. Now, for the fun thing, show you guys the finished. It is now finished. Play. As you can see, we added, as I said, I was going to add some. Once this thing is portable and easy to use as possible. It's all refurbished wood. It's been oil stained. As you can see, I already wanted to make a cut previously. It actually showed the cutting. And yeah, lo and behold, headache number 2, changed it all. Go figure, right? Just my luck. Get the thing all done, ready to go, and yep, got to sharpen the chain. I was able to cut in about 2 inches before it just, and that's solid oak on there. probably if I chose to use some of the other logs we got laying around, we got a cypress, not a cypress, but a poplar tree in the front yard. That tree, I think you guys seen, that was down in some of the pictures. It cut right through that with that dull chain. The nice thing about this clamp system is, like I said, I don't want to be tearing up my wood. It's, like I said, I've used everything you've seen thus far. It's been refurbished stuff. You know, there's a little pole beam system that I'm going to use also to end up putting a sawmill right there when I'm using it. Did you guys see the bracket system I made? Let me pause here real quick. Those are actually the metal frames that came off the old waterbed that helped hold it together. And I used one on each side, ran my bolts through. On this side right here, on the far left, the closest to us, drawing it, put 3 holes, drilling 3 holes out. That allows me to pivot the chainsaw bar, so I can pivot it and make less strain on the bar if I so chose, or just make a straight, clean cut all the way through. You know, like I said, you can there's 4 nuts on it, 2 on each side on this top side. Actually, there's 6 nuts. Then underneath the bar, there's a nut on each side. Then on the bottom plate, there's a nut that holds it. Once you get that tight, it don't move, it don't vibrate. Like I said, it's been an awesome build. And the easiest thing is, what I like about it, you undo the bottom screws, the bottom nuts, and you just back out your 2 screws on the bottom plate, and you're able to take your bar off, undo your chain, switch chains. So it's actually turned out to be a lot simpler than I first thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a real pain to work some of the mechanisms out. Something else I did, on that 45-degree angle on the rail, I coated it with paraffin wax, which allows that chainsaw to slide on that support like butter. But as you can see, it's the only thing I need to make, first project making, I need to make some new sawhorses. Those sawhorses are shot. And as you can see, they're leaning in, but it's holding the weight perfect. Everything's level. So you're going to have some shims. Sometimes if you're on certain types of grounds to shim enough to get it level. For sawhorses, I'll be able to use shorter clamps, bar clamps. But everything on there is nice and level. The bar is level, which is important. Keeps it from binding and catching. It's just like I said, the blade is dull. Marlin. And milling some things up if it don't rain. We've been getting rain the past few days, so I haven't really do anything. Like I said, what's been hurting me here late has been just I haven't been able to upload. I've got all the building process of this done. I just can't upload. Oh yes, I need to put another support block in there. And it's a little bit longer. Like I said, the original designs for this was for 6 foot. And I'm at 7.5 foot. I use the like I said, it's all refurbished wood. I tore apart my California King waterbed that's just been setting out in the truck. The ends and made the frame and the rail. You know, like I said, when you don't got, you got to use what you got. You know, if you got stuff like this laying around, it can be refurbished for projects. Allow me to mill more wood. Like I said, I've got 4 down trees in the woods, that 1 oak, a hickory, and I'm not sure what the other one is. Might be a maple. So I'm going to get, plus we got pines. Decent for this fall. And like I said, come fall, what I'm going to do is some of that lumber. I'm building a greenhouse. access. I've almost got the lathe all set up, ready to go. So I can actually start doing some work on the lathe. Like I said, it's just been some fun projects I've been doing. I'll show you a bit of the welding. Walk you through this monstrosity real quick. Like I said, as soon as I can upload it, actually uploaded to show you. Just right now my internet connection is really not allowing me to do anything. This was the second video of the welding project. Pretty much I've got most of it welded. You can see most of my welds. I'm using a old Lincoln stick welder that was made in Cleveland, Ohio. As you guys can see, there was a gap there. What I was doing, those pieces right there of extra welding rods, I was sticking them in the gaps and filling in using them. There was like a couple places I had to do it. As you can see, my welds are pretty good. And some of it's tacked right now. In this video, I just went through and finished laying some nice beads. I had to fill in there. That was the other spot I had to fill in. Like I said, just use leftover small pieces of stick weld. All that front rail there where the holes are, that had to be welded on. Yes, as you guys can see, this time I wore a long sleeve shirt. Wasn't getting burned twice. Listen, I ain't the best stick welder. I did test stick welding. They're for meg welding and TIG welding, but I can't stick weld. I'm decent at it. I'm not no professional. But my welds have been tried. They didn't go anywhere. And we did install, I don't see in the pictures, we also installed a hitch system so we can actually hitch it and move it or tow it behind the tractor. And this thing will lift. And it will lift a tractor engine or a semi-engine. It's designed to lift up to 8 tons. Although we don't have an 8-ton jack, we got a 3-ton jack, so. Actually had started doing another project here as well. There was a couple of things we ended up welding up. We made another chainsaw jig that you just ride on a 2x4, slide it down. I'll show you here in a second. I just got to slowly fill my gap in. Like I said, I'll upload this. Unfortunately, you guys ain't going to see me weld this thing. You're going to see me get showered in sparks here in a second. Like I said, it also teaches me to pay attention to how my camera's pointing when I'm actually working on something else closer to the camera. Yeah, I tried to use a wood block sander to and actually get my ground, and it didn't work. Grab the grinder. I was trying to be lazy. Because when I tack weld, I was tack welding at 280. No, 180. No, 280. When I was bead welding, because of the thickness of that metal, I was bead welding at 260, which gave me perfect beads. When I re-edit this video, I'll speed it down, but this is what this thing is. Basically, it sits on that 2x4 and it slides. Here that I'm pushing up against this thing, it's like a clamp. You just clamp it into, take a screw bolt, screw it in, clamp it up to your bar, and it allows you to pivot. And you just ride down the 2x4 going back. Same principle as a sawmill. This little thing here, they charge about 98 bucks. Like I said, we end up having to remodify that just a bit. We're using a bigger plate, but there's just the hitch system that we put on there. All that bar is a stabilizing bar. It can come off. And like I said, if you want to rotate it, turn it, it will have to come off. That I ended up taking that about almost quarter away on the weld. It was solid, wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, like I said, it's been pretty much all the gist of it. So what I was working on last week, everything's pretty much, this thing's pretty much all finished. Like I said, just the hydraulic jack needs to go on, and the electric winch is already, we already cut our holes and brackets, made them, took care of that today. All he's got left to do is pins. What we're going to do, I don't know if you guys could have seen it, but on the very top it has a bolt, and we're going to another bolt at the front bottom, which will allow us to use it more like a clamp it in place, but it wasn't moving. I mean, the printer was able to hoist up my weight, which is about 170, with ease, so, and it didn't move up there. Like I said, our tomatoes are doing good. Like I said, we got a few gardens going on. Guys, you see tires laying around? They make great flower pots. What's that in there for? That's will be one of the logs I'll be milling up. And that tree right there is coming down. As you see, we got some peppers growing. One of our rain catching barrels, but by this time all of our rain catching barrels are empty. We went through a long stretch without water. Tomato and cucumber, they're both growing great, which is surprising. I wouldn't have put those two together, but that wasn't my doing. As you can see, we do have some solar going into that work shed. As you can see in the panels, not much. I mean, we got solar panels, but we just don't have the wiring to hook them up. We need a little bit thicker wire because we got to run. We'll end up having to run more than 30 feet. So there's the other garden. Our beets are doing great up until our rabbit population decided the beet leaves were edible. Pumpkin, squash, and the other one. The only thing that's not, I can't growing is our baby carrots and lettuce. Growing, our Brazilian peppers are growing. All of our herbs, our oregano and stuff is growing up there from the house trailer. I don't know if I got pictures of that. I got pictures of it. I've showed them in other pictures and a couple other videos when I first did the walk through this place. Yeah, I think I pretty much just came out here and set for most of the time. But I break some things down in this video. I was trying to upload. And I'll edit the other ones down a little bit. Speed them up so they're not, each of them probably about 45 minutes long. But like I said, I'm happy with the overall builds of everything. Everything's come out good. We've just been constantly, using what we got laying around. That's important. Like I showed the tires. They make great potters for potting. And then all the little pottery things we got that hang floating around, we've been using them. Like I said, come this fall, I am in the greenhouse, so that'll be nice. There's our car hauler. More to do on that. We're going to cut. We need to pull our axles out, so we're going to split our axles, the pipe and stuff to do it. And that'll be the next welding project. And that will finish up our welding projects for the year, I hope. Barring anything else goes wrong. And it doesn't look like I was sharing, was I? I closed out the window. But it is nice to know that some of these projects are about done. Like I said, that boom crane will come in handy, especially for lifting up the logs onto the portable sawmill. So I'm actually happy with the things. Happy with how the garden's coming about right now. Like I said, the only thing that's not seems to be not growing is our lettuce and baby carrots. Maybe the baby carrots need a little bit longer, or we're going to find out that the baby carrots are just going to get ate like the beets are getting ate by the rabbits, which we don't have anything to make a fencing around it right now, so kind of got to deal with it. It's part of living out in the country. But like I said, I wanted to show you some of these projects, some of these walk. I'm going to give you a walk through some of this stuff. And hopefully, next few weeks, I'll figure out what the hell is wrong with our internet and get it fixed. That way I can get these videos actually uploaded, because part of what this channel is about is some of these refurbishing stuff and do-it-yourself projects, making stuff that you can use on the property. And it's to me it's important, because like I said, I don't have the funds to go buy stuff. I don't think people realize how much stuff they've got laying around that can be refurbished, reused, and repurposed. And that's what I enjoy doing some of that stuff, so I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring you some of my little artsy stuff that I used to do. glass working, stained glass working, sandblasting, wood burning, maybe a little wood carving. I'm going to make some furniture as well. You know, it's just stuff that you can use. I'm also going to make some tools. I'm not, probably this week, not this week, next week, I'm going to start getting the forge ready and getting it ready to fire up. So there's a couple things I need to make that I want to show you guys, because it's also something that's important. Learning how to use the old tools, learning how to make some of the old tools. Just for some of the stuff we got laying around, learning how to make handles is important. I'm not the greatest at it, but I know how. And I'll teach you. I'll teach you how to make drills. I'll even teach you how to make a lathe. Minus the, it's all that's going to be foot pedal. And these are important skills because we might end up in a time and age where we don't have access to electricity, or we don't want to be running our generators to be doing this stuff. So, like I said, these are some of the things I'm going to be bringing to you. Like I said, hopefully the internet gets fixed in a few weeks. Because right now, they don't have a clue what's wrong with it. So, it's on their hands right now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to work on trying to get these up. I'm going to have to use XSplit, I think. The issue I have, I have a hard time screen sharing. And my Camtasia Studio is too dependent on the internet. So I think I'm going to try to record it and upload it on through XSplit. That way I can shrink it down a bit. We'll see. Hopefully I can get some of this up by the end of the week. I'll keep trying as best I can do. But thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, share it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be doing lots of these videos too, just not some of the other stuff that's on here. I've got a few categories that's, it's just a matter of right now being able to have the internet issues solved so I can actually do what I want to do. But I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. So, till next time, guys.